Yeah, that's right. I mean, I wasn't successful on The Voice, which was a shame, but obviously I'm really, really happy to be successful in Britain's Got Talent and to have such lovely comments from someone like Simon Cowell.
Alice Fredenham burst onto the music scene with a voice that stopped audiences in their tracks, earning standing ovations and millions of views on Britain's Got Talent. Her sound was described as liquid gold, and her future seemed unstoppable. Then, almost as suddenly as she appeared, she vanished from the spotlight. How does a rising star with a devoted fanbase disappear at the height of promise? Behind the applause lies a quieter story of passion, pressure, and the high cost of fame. This is the journey of Alice Fredenham. Brilliance discovered, fame confronted, and a mystery that still lingers. Early passion and struggles. Alice Fredenham's journey began long before the bright lights of televised talent shows. Born in Harpenden, Hertfordshire, England, she nurtured a deep passion for music from a young age. As a child, she would sing happily in her bedroom, dreaming of someday performing on stage. She even appeared in a school production of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, though her teenage years saw only limited opportunities to showcase her talent. After finishing school, Alice found herself without a clear path to pursue music professionally. Financial realities led her to work at a local beauty salon, supporting herself while music remained a distant dream. Despite this, her love for vintage culture, antiques, and classic Hollywood glamour fueled her creative spirit. She was drawn to the styles and sounds of the 1940s and 1950s, inspired by icons like Rita Hayworth, which would later influence her musical aesthetic. Alice gained enough confidence to follow her dreams after she reached her 28th birthday. She auditioned for The Voice UK's second series, having performed at small venues such as pubs and weddings. This was a major step. It was the first time her family saw her sing live in front of a large audience. Her performance displayed new confidence, together with developing stage presence, which she used to showcase her vocal abilities and personal style. Her first appearance on The Voice did not meet her expectations. The judges did not turn their chairs after she performed "The Lady is a Tramp" with a sassy yet polished style. The judges gave her mixed feedback because they thought her singing sounded like background jazz instead of an engaging performance. Coach Danny O'Donoghue praised her looks, but ultimately she was eliminated early, delivering a tough blow to both her and her family. Alice experienced the setback with great difficulty, yet she refused to accept this setback as the conclusion of her life. She prepared herself mentally to face disappointment, which she viewed as an opportunity to overcome challenges, instead of facing a loss. This time period, she developed her ability to recover from challenges while showing her dedication to demonstrate her value at higher levels of performance. She battled self-doubt and stage fright, yet she decided to pursue her dream despite all the obstacles that came her way. Alice decided to join Britain's Got Talent as a competitor, yet she kept her show entry secret from both friends and family because she believed they would feel let down by her decision. She admitted that rejection weighed heavily on her and affected her self-image, but deep down, she knew not trying was worse. The internal conflict she experienced created emotional intensity, which led to her upcoming national television bravery display. Her early years show a complex combination of natural musical ability, personal uncertainty, and dedication to music and performance. The experiences she had during her formative years created a path to her major life-changing achievement, which she achieved during a performance that reached millions of viewers. The internal struggle between fear and uncertainty continued to wage battle, even though everything seemed to be under control. Alice became established as an artist through her circuit of small performances, which led to multiple failures and her resulting personal development, which would eventually reveal her true talent to the world. When Alice stepped onto the Britain's Got Talent stage, she carried the weight of her struggles but was ready to reveal a voice that would captivate a nation. Breakthrough on television. The defining moment that shaped Alice Fredenham's life and career path occurred when she performed on Britain's Got Talent during the 2013 season. She stepped onto the stage without any publicity or audience expectations, but her performance of My Funny Valentine created a seductive and eerie atmosphere, which succeeded in surprising both the judges and the audience. She lost control of her emotions when she received a standing ovation because it showed both her exceptional talent and the intense pressure that she had been enduring. Simon Cowell described her voice with the words, "liquid gold," while he declared to her that he would give her the easiest yes of the entire competition. His praise showed both Alice's singing ability and the genuine quality that she brought to her musical performance. The judges were astonished by her talent for expressing strong feelings through her performance, while Amanda Holden described her performing style as resembling the elegance of classic Hollywood. The moment suddenly made Alice a public figure because it revealed her secret passion to everyone. Her audition generated a huge audience response, which extended beyond the UK to reach international viewers who watched her performance online. Cherry Red Records reported that her Britain's Got Talent video achieved over 40 million YouTube views, while she discovered that American audiences showed unexpected interest in her work. The public showed strong demand for her special combination of traditional fashion and heartfelt emotional expression. Alice achieved success through multiple challenges that she had to overcome. After her semi-final performance, where she sang Ella Fitzgerald's "Cry Me a River," she experienced a breakdown because of her frustration. The last-minute song change request led her to perform unprepared, which caused her to make mistakes and experience severe stage fright. The judges who assessed her performance delivered excellent feedback, yet she failed to remain in the competition because of her performance. Alice described her time at the show as an experience that brought her both suffering and essential life lessons through her post-show interviews. The semi-finals made her proud because she needed to overcome her stage fright and the pressure of high expectations. She believed that this exposure would help her establish a career path that would enable her to present her talents to a larger public audience. The success that she achieved through her quick advancement created new responsibilities that she had to fulfill. The transition from an unnoticed beauty salon worker to a media spotlight drew intense scrutiny and stress. She faced multiple challenges during this period because sudden public attention created high expectations, which conflicted with her personal weaknesses. Alice remained committed to her singing career while she worked to fulfill the commitment that had been witnessed by millions of people. The story presented during Britain's Got Talent showcased hidden talent that emerged from unknown backgrounds, yet it also demonstrated how people battle against overwhelming challenges. Despite the applause and potential, the realities of the music industry soon cast long shadows over Alice's budding career. Sudden rise to fame. Alice Fredenham's success on Britain's Got Talent catapulted her into an entirely new world almost overnight. She left her job at the beauty salon and found herself inundated with media requests, interviews, and attention from record labels eager to sign her. For a brief moment, it seemed her lifelong dream was within reach, a validation of her talent and persistence. Yet, the overwhelming nature of this rapid fame brought unexpected challenges. What began as excitement swiftly turned into stress and uncertainty as the music industry's complexities and harsh realities became apparent. The industry's pressure to conform, deliver, and succeed weighed heavily on her fragile confidence. Her hopes for a sustained recording contract were initially bolstered by a demo deal with Sony, but this arrangement did not last. She was dropped from the label and struggled to secure another deal, facing repeated rejection that chipped away at her enthusiasm. Each setback deepened her disappointment and sowed seeds of doubt about the industry and her place within it. The situation developed with quick escalation, followed by immediate complications, which created negative effects on her mental well-being. Alice experienced severe anxiety, together with self-doubt, because people publicly praised her while she fought private challenges. The internal battle forced her to examine her career path, together with the commitments that come with public recognition. Alice maintained her presence in public spaces despite experiencing multiple challenges. She resumed performing activities in 2015 after she performed for local audiences at small venues, which included a Nepal fundraiser. The smaller performances enabled her to reconnect with music according to her preferences, while she gradually regained her musical abilities. She decided to take control of her career by choosing to completely finance her album through a Kickstarter project, which successfully generated approximately £40,000. The Under the Covers album, recorded at Real World Studios, included classic cover songs. The critics gave positive feedback about the album, yet it failed to achieve commercial success. The project faced additional challenges because distribution problems combined with difficulties in delivering rewards to Kickstarter backers, which created obstacles that made her career progress appear unproductive. Alice terminated her website operations together with her social media presence in early 2017, which created confusion and concern among her fanbase. Her sudden disappearance from the public eye left a lingering question. Was this the end of Alice Fredenham's journey in music, or was it simply a pause before a new beginning? Industry battles and mental health. The music industry revealed its true nature to Alice Fredenham after her time on Britain's Got Talent, which displayed the complete opposite of the music industry's stage performance. Record labels showed interest in her music after her semi-final success, but she failed to achieve a permanent contract. Alice lost all momentum-building resources when Sony cancelled her promising demo contract. The process of being rejected multiple times created a heavy emotional burden that developed into her feeling both disappointed and disillusioned about herself. The music industry requirements created pressure on Alice that she found difficult to meet because they conflicted with her artistic vision and personal development schedule. She experienced anxiety together with self-doubt because she could not handle the differences between how people perceived her and her actual internal state. The mental health damage required her to assess both her professional path and her physical and psychological health. In response, Alice chose to take a step back, allowing herself time to focus on healing and rediscovering joy in her music. She performed at more intimate venues, including a fundraiser for Nepal in May 2015, where she could connect directly with audiences on her own terms. These smaller settings provided a supportive atmosphere that rebuilt her confidence and helped ease the anxiety that had built up during her rapid rise and fall. Even while still grappling with mental health challenges, Alice found ways to nurture her passion, proving that her love for singing remained undiminished. The distance from the relentless pace of the mainstream music scene became a critical moment for self-care and reflection. This break wasn't a retreat, but a recalibration, a chance to reclaim her identity as an artist beyond commercial pressures. Her experience demonstrates how artists face difficulties when they gain sudden fame through recognition that comes from their first public appearance. People who work in creative fields need mental health support, according to Alice's story, which shows how fame creates emotional challenges that can hinder talent. Her public disclosure of her difficulties demonstrates that people develop resilience through their ability to handle challenges that come after experiencing triumph. Alice continued to pursue her musical dreams even when obstacles blocked her path. She decided to take charge of her career by paying for her own album through a Kickstarter campaign because she discovered that established methods of success were ineffective. The decision represented a risky yet decisive step because she changed from being a musician with potential to becoming a self-sufficient artist. She showed strong confidence in her artistic abilities while choosing to depart from traditional paths of achievement. The Kickstarter campaign raised around £40,000, allowing Alice to record Under the Covers at the renowned Real World Studios. The project used traditional cover songs, which matched her vintage music style and artistic identity, leading to positive feedback from critics who recognized her vocal power and emotional expression. The album functioned as a victory for the artistic control and creative freedom of its creators, even though it did not achieve commercial success. Her artistic success became overshadowed by challenges that did not involve her creative work. Alice and her fanbase both became frustrated when she faced album distribution issues, together with logistics problems that delayed her Kickstarter reward delivery. The setbacks created an environment of career stagnation, which made her professional future direction unclear. The mounting pressures and unforeseen hurdles soon escalated, pushing Alice to retreat fully from the spotlight she had once brilliantly illuminated: the album and Withdrawal. Following the release of Under the Covers, Alice Fredenham's public presence began to fade, marking the start of a profound withdrawal from music and social media. She unexpectedly closed her official website, cutting off a direct connection with her growing fanbase. Her Facebook page, which had drawn over 114,000 followers, went silent after the 19th of February 2017. This sudden disappearance sparked questions and concern among fans worldwide. Nearly 10 months later, on December the 22nd, 2017, Alice briefly returned with a heartfelt message addressing her absence. She apologized for the long silence and explained that she had been focusing on other areas of her life. She described the previous years as difficult and frustrating, admitting uncertainty about her direction as an artist. Still, she reassured fans that music remained close to her heart and promised she would return when the time is right. The response from the audience happened immediately with a strong emotional impact. Almost 2,000 fans flooded the post with messages of encouragement and gratitude, praising her distinctive voice and expressing hope for her return. The outpouring of support showed that listeners maintained their connection with her even after she departed from public life. Alice returned to her private life after she sent that message. Journalists and fans tried repeatedly to make contact with her, but she did not respond. One inquiry reached Patrick Phillips, the producer of Under the Covers, but he declined to comment. Cherry Red Records provided the only official confirmation, which stated that Alice had retired from the music industry and wished to keep her private life private. The silence experienced throughout 2021 received only one exceptional interruption. A devoted admirer sent Alice Valentine's Day flowers as a tribute to the song that launched her fame. She responded to the request with a personal thank you note, which served to show her fans that she remained active in life. Her legacy continues to exist through a private Facebook group, which has more than 3,000 members who want to follow her story. The group functions as a space where members can share their memories while receiving updates about her condition, and they all wish for her to recover and return to them. Alice Fredenham's Withdrawal highlights how sudden fame creates pressure that artists must manage while they deal with public expectations, which bring emotional distress. The artist needs to share her story because it shows how people with mental health struggles face battles between creative control and their need to find their identity beyond public recognition. For now, the world waits, unsure if Alice Fredenham will ever return to music. Yet, the magic of her liquid gold voice endures in the hearts of fans who cherish the moments she shared, and hope that one day she might once again grace the stage and surround us with her timeless sound. Present, whereabouts, and legacy. Since her heartfelt message in late 2017, Alice Fredenham has largely disappeared from public view, deepening the mystery surrounding her life today. Fans and media have repeatedly sought updates or signs of a return, but these efforts have been met with silence. Even close collaborators, including her album producer Patrick Phillips, have declined to comment. According to Cherry Red Records, Alice has retired from the music industry and wishes to keep her private life private. The public presence of Alice has ended, yet she continues to maintain her powerful influence. The fans of her work remain committed to her through a private Facebook group that contains more than 3,000 members who track her life updates. The fans demonstrate their connection to her through their shared memories and music discussions while they continue to believe in her future. The listeners experience a united emotional response to her brief career, which lasted only a short time. In 2021, she delivered her first public speech during a special moment that lasted only for a short period. A longtime admirer sent Alice Valentine's Day flowers in tribute to the song that brought her fame. She sent back a handwritten thank you note, which showed her intimate feelings and confirmed that she was both healthy and deeply affected. The small interaction between us brought back our hope that her absence from our lives will end, and she will return to us. Alice Fredenham demonstrates how artists must balance their artistic expression with the requirements of their professional activities. The artist demonstrates through her work that all people experience emotional distress, which leads to mental illness and needs for private space. The self-preservation nature of her choice to leave indicates that she will return only on her own preferred terms. Alice Fredenham shows people both the enchanting power of unplanned discoveries and the hidden dangers that come with achieving public success. Her vintage style and soulful performances captivated audiences, yet her journey shows that achieving fame proves to be a complicated process. The remaining questions about her upcoming projects create a sense of hope among her fans who continue to support her work. Alice Fredenham has maintained her artistic work throughout the short-lived fame of modern celebrity culture. Her performances on Britain's Got Talent remain popular online as they have reached millions of viewers, while she has become a recognizable artist for her generation. Alice Fredenham's journey is one of extraordinary talent, brief fame, and deeply personal challenges beyond the spotlight. Though she chose a quieter life, her voice continues to leave a lasting impression on those who discovered her. If you enjoyed exploring her story, be sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into remarkable artists and untold journeys. Thanks for watching, and when you're ready, continue the story by clicking the next video now appearing on your screen.